Hi there guys, welcome back to the channel. We're in Moto2. We finally made it. So we did win Moto3 championship and that allowed us to get, well, it didn't allow us to get, we'd already taken a contract for Moto2. So we're here in our Moto2 championship. I was going to go and actually set up the junior team, but you need 200,000 reputation points and we don't have 200,000 reputation points, so we can't set this up. So I think we're going to actually miss the season for our first Moto3 junior team, so we can't do that. So I thought we'd opt into customizations and make a few changes to our kit just before we start this. So here's the bike. We're on the Grassini Triumph engine, Moto2 bike. It's not a bad looking bike. Nice can on there. Can we zoom in? Can we zoom into the can? Yep, nice can there. Arrow can. That's a nice front end as well there. Those grills right in the front, that scoop, that air intake scoop's quite nice. So nice looking bike. I just wanted to opt into the customizations just to change a few things around. I think actually we're going to go for a Dainese setup this time. So I thought I'd change my gloves for a Dainese set of gloves, and we'll change the colour to match the yellow on the bike. And we'll do the same with the boots. Dainese boots. We're going to have those yellow boots. I mean, they look horrible, don't they? But when we've got the suit on, it should be good. Knee sliders, let's go yellow knee sliders as well. And let's change our suit for Dainese. And we should be good at that. So we'll go back and we'll get into the menus and start to sort ourselves out in terms of the office stuff that we need to do. So personal manager, let's have a look at personal manager first, see what we've got on the table, because what we need to determine is what we need to do for GP. So we need to make sure that our personal manager is looking for the right contracts. Now I've already got a bike that I want to do in MotoGP, and I've already customized it, so I'm thinking of setting up my own team for MotoGP. But let's just have a look at the personal manager candidates. Sunan. So Sunan might be actually good because he specialises in economic negotiations and bonus and salary. And as we're going for our own team, actually securing a team may not be that important, but our salary is going to be more important. And it's the only option we've got at the moment, so we're going to sign him on. Let's get him on board. Championship goal, so we have to come in the top 5. Qualification goal, 3rd row. Race goal, top 10. So not too bad. So as long as we target top 10s, we should end up near the top 5. I'm not sure what his bike is going to be like. It's not the best on the grid, so we're going to have to do some tuning to get it performing the way we need it to. So let's go into development first and see if we can do some work on the frame then. They've started us off already by improving the rigidity in the frame. So what we're looking at then is the 1 Plus addition of a reinforcement structure onto the rear swing arm. But we can't do anything yet, we don't have the requirements, so we need to go and earn some development points. And I guess it's the same for the engine as well. Yeah, so we need to go and get some development points. So let's go and do that. Let's go into the calendar and see what we can do. We'll advance a few weeks. 2 races at Losail is our next target. Still don't think we're able to do anything here, are we? Yes, we can. So I missed a trick there. I think we can do, yeah, we can do this. So let's start the frame going, because that's what we really want to get going. So we will get that underway. 4 weeks for that. And we'll also start something in the engine area as well. Okay, so we got some engine development underway and we got some frame development underway. We just need to make sure that aligns nicely with the calendar. So let's just have a look. So we've got 4 or 5 weeks. So ideally, Portimao, we should have frame and engine development done. So I think this episode we should get these 2 races out the way. 2 races at the Losail circuit, I think. I'm going to go into free practice, guys. I'm going to see you down on the grid in a second. See you in a bit. So we're here in qualifying, guys. We're currently 3rd place, but here's the qualifying results. So we did end up on the 1st row of the grid, 3rd position. Bezecchi 2nd place, and Remy Gardner, the current world championship, with a 2:01:69 in 1st place on pole position. So that's where we are heading into the race. Sam Lowe's is there in 5th, and Augusto Fernandez on the Marc VDS bikes. So we've got it all on. I'm not sure how this race is going to play out, but let's get down to track. We'll put some tyres on. I wasn't expecting a 3rd place, if I'm honest, but it is right at the beginning of the season. There's lots of development to do with this bike.
Greetings to all our viewers from the peninsula of Qatar. The floodlights that light up the Losail circuit are on, and any moment now the Moto2 bikes will be revving their engines. We're looking forward to great weather for the race, but the riders' only worry might be the sand just off the racing line.
So everyone seems to be on medium hards. It seems to be the tyre of choice at the Losail circuit. Loads of riders in Moto2. 31 riders. It's going to be chaos.
Our motorcycle Grand Prix will start shortly here in Doha, with the riders ready to compete on this amazing floodlit racetrack.
Up into 1st gear, power mode 3. A terrible start for the 1st race of the season. You see that our bike isn't as fast as everybody else's. We've been really struggling on the brakes as well. Oh, we've been knocked offline. Got a crasher already. So we've got a few places to make up now. I noticed they're all over the curbs as well. We're just going to take it easy. We've got a few laps here, 5 laps. We worked on a gearing. Our gearing seems to be doing us the favour down the long straights. So I'm hoping if we can keep up with them in the corners, we should be able to make up places on the straights. But as you can see, we're really struggling. We're struggling to get the bike stopped for a start. And the bike is doing this weird thing, really weird thing, which I'll tell you about in a second after we get round this corner. And the next corner. So this is where I expect to make some places up, out on the curbs. Yeah, when you get on the gas on some corners, I've got a glitch. I don't know whether it's just me. Let me know in the comments if you have the same experience. But as you're coming hard into the corners and you're putting your accelerator on going out, all of a sudden it just fires that back end out. And it puts more power on than what I wanted to put on. But we're struggling there, Chantra. Oh! I'm hoping when we get the bike sorted just a little bit, we can start to be more competitive. Because we can't be like this all season. Don't think we're going to hit our objectives first time for the first race. Come on, half a second behind Chantry. Second half of the track we seem to be okay, not too slow or shabby. We're taking some places down here. Get on the back of Chantry, we should get Simone Corsi as well. Oh, look at us firing down that straight. Our gearing is top notch. I've just realised I was in power mode 3, so I've just had to take it out, so that's probably why we ended up flying down the straight. But we've already lost some places. 27th, it's not good enough. There's our teammate there. So he's at the back as well. So we know we've got to do some work on the bike. Oh, there, exactly there. That's the glitch I'm talking about. Back up to 28th. Chantry overtook us again. And the glitch in the power has actually thrown me off, spat me off the bike. I'm hoping it's not going to happen in the race. Hooliga. Okay, come on, 25th. We're not going to score points, I don't think. We're starting to make some places up there. Our timing is getting better. We're off second up on this lap. There it was again. That just squirt of power that I'm not asking for, but it just gives it me. It's really poor actually in the game for it to do that. Come on, Milestone, you can be better than that, because that's terrible. It just makes it very difficult to ride the bike. Ooh, balls that up. Still half a second up on our fastest lap, so we are improving. Rear tyre is definitely starting to tail off now. Not a bad experience though for Moto2 for our first time. Last lap, guys. Can we take a couple of places here? We really need to get some improvements on the bike. No one behind us. Ooh, skipped a gear, went down into first. Track limits warning for the first time as we smashed it into Iranas. It was an accident. There it is, there it is, there it is. I didn't even have my accelerator on, I don't think. That's terrible. That's going to really cause the problem. In fact, it's lost us a place already. It's lost us a place. I hope that isn't going to be all the way through this season, that glitch. Let me know in the comments, guys, if you are getting that glitch in Moto2. I'm going to see what's causing it. If I do find out, I will let you know. But that glitch has cost me 2 seconds on this lap. '26 then for a first race. That's not good enough.
Mate, starting to fill up with the stars of this race. So let's take a look at the official results from this Moto2 showdown.
So as we expected, Remy Gardner, he came first with a 2:01. He didn't get the fastest lap though. Marco Bezzecchi in second place got the fastest lap with a 2:01. Agora third place. Augusto Fernandez fourth. Joe Roberts fifth. Not too bad. So Riders' Championship then, so Remy Gardner is right there out in front at the moment, Bezzecchi and then Agura. As per the first race standings, we are down, right down in 26. So yeah, we've got it all to do. But Chantra is there as well. And Nicola Billiger is there, who I think is our teammate. Well, I know he's our teammate. So he's there as well. So I think this has got probably a lot to do with the bike. So lots of development to do. So we're going to head off straight into the second race. After we've done just a little bit of office management. Have a quick look at personal manager because we've got a new personal manager. Esther. Ah, she's good. She's good at seeking out offers. I think we're okay for now with who we've got. Let's have a look at technical staff quickly. One new candidate available. Telemetry. So he's in the electronic space. Maybe that's our problem with the jerky throttle, the electronics. Maybe that's where we should concentrate our efforts. Aerodynamics, well, we don't need aerodynamics this time, so we can reject Mia because I don't think we're upgrading any aerodynamics, are we? We don't have them. No, we don't have them. So let's get rid of Mia to start with. Let's reject her. Go into the calendar. straight back into Losail circuit for the Doha race. So that's where I'm going to see you next, guys. So I'll see you down on track for that race. See you in a bit.
We're at the starting grid, waiting for the riders to get that signal and start their warm-up lap.
So here we are, the Doha race. The other one was the Barwa race. This one's the Doha race. I'm going to put our tyres on. I'm going to go for a medium front. I think it's a hard rear. I don't think there's any change in that combination. We're third on the grid. Bezzecchi, I think, is second. I think he was. Samlo's first, unless I was making all of that up. But let's get down to track and let's do the second race. Yeah, Samlo's first, Bezzecchi second, we come third. But Bezzecchi on softs. Everybody else seems to be on medium hards, with the occasional individual choosing something slightly different, but not too different.
Qatar Motorcycle Grand Prix will start shortly here in Doha, with the riders ready to compete on this amazing floodlit racetrack.
See if we can get a better start this time. Not too bad, not too good either. See if we can stay out of trouble. We made a few changes to the bike this time in terms of the setup. So we've been having to play because I couldn't get it stopped before, so we've made a few changes on the brakes. So hopefully we should be more competitive this time. Ooh, went in a bit hot there. Only just managed to save it. But we've gone really wide around these two double right-handers. See if we can score some points. That would be nice. Still got the jerkiness in the throttle. I've increased the gear ratio a touch to see if we can make longer gears. See if that helps, just so the gearing's smoother as we come out corners. I think it's worked. Hector Garzo. Oh, got stuck on the curves. That's going to allow Hector Garzo straight back through. Somebody's crashed there as well. I'm not sure who that was. This time we're also running with the larger discs, and now I've sorted the braking out, I can use the larger discs, so our braking is significantly better. As you can see, we're up in 6, a lot better than the last race. So it's surprising what changes do, what setup changes do to the bike. Gone wide on that double right again. And there. Whoa, what's going on? We better come out of Palmo 3 as well. So we lost a few places there. Gian Antonio now in front. Whoa, terrible. We're losing places because of our cornering. Because our cornering's crap. Ben Snyder Overtook us. We should get these back though. We've got a great gear ratio. Because we are running low on power. The bike is not brilliant actually. It's quite crap out of the box. It really needs some upgrades doing. But I do feel better with this race. Also, I'm getting used to the bike, guys. It's very different to Moto3. Getting these slipstream, get Vietti, which might get all of these, including Garzo, into the back of him. God, he come up quick. Don't have a lot of time to think when you move up a class. That's better. Double right-handers. We pulled them off that time. And we'll get it stopped this time for the sharp left. Only just off second up on a lap time. Had a bit of a jerk there on the throttle. Wrong gear there. And Vietti comes straight up the right hand side of us, along with everybody else. Is that Sam Lowe's? Now what's happened here? Trotter, Garzo, Gianantonio, Vietti. We have got speed down the straight. Oh! Just because of the way we set our gearing up. I've gone for speed because I can't get the power down on the bike. So we have lost a few places. And we've still got another lap to go. Currently in 9th. Fernandez is right up our arse. Okay, we can use our top speed now down this straight. But can we hang on to it? Do we still struggle on the brakes, even though it is a lot better? Oh, we blocked them off. We shut the door. Oh, that rear end's now slipping out. With 6th position, if we can hang on to this, it'll be a great result. Just got to keep it tight into those hairpins, into the apexes. And not go wide like we have done there. Someone's crashed behind us. I actually heard them go down. Can't see who it is though right now. This is a better result. So just because of setup and a bit more practice on the track, we had a good result. Excellent. So that's helps us a little bit more in the championship.
While the riders complete their lap of honour, let's take a look at the final classification of the
And actually,
Moto2
Joe Roberts come
race.
first. Cracking result. Remy Gardner second, so he's definitely leading the championship now. Sam Lowe's in third. Marco Bezzecchi with the fastest lap again in fourth. Tony Arbolino in fifth, and there we are in sixth. So excellent result. Agora also had a good result this time because he was right at the back last time. But where did our teammate come then? Buliga 20th. So yeah, they were still at the back. So we had a good result then. We'll take that one. So let's have a look at what that has done to the championship. So Remy Gardner still in first place, still leading the championship with 45 points, with Joe Roberts moved up 3 places into second, with Marco Bezzecchi moving down 1 place. We've moved up 17 places though into 9th position, which is good. That's where we need to be for this championship. So KTM still leading the team championships. Federal Oil, because of our teammates didn't have such a good result, we're still there in 7th place. So let's have a look at what we're doing then this time. Technical staff management, looks like we've got a new candidate, so let's have a look. Engine, wow. No, he's cracking, isn't he? Thomas Kramer. So I think it could be time to change. He's at A as well. And German, can't beat German engineers. Let's sign him on. Let's have him. That's cracking. Okay. So, engine, we've still got 1 week for the engine. 3 weeks for the frame, but now we can do some electronics work as well. So let's start some of this development. Develop and install EBS1. Add some staff. Let's get our electronics dudes on the game. So we've got Isaac James, who's electronic, he's currently working on the engine, and Chris Jackson. 15 weeks, so there are 2 electronic boys, but it has taken some of the guys off the engine. So we're just going to have a look what that has actually done. Let's start that development. Engine's still 1 week, so let's see if we can add. Well, let's get that done. Let's go into the calendar, advance 1 week, get this engine done. Okay. Go back in here quickly. So frame at 2 weeks. Let's start this engine development. Reduce airflow turbulence using the airbox. So this is about smoothing out the the power curve, I think, and getting more torque into the engine, which we can do, of course. So let's start that one as well. Let's put our engine boys on it. Logan Kelly, then Alvaro Diaz. So next week, guys, we're at Portimao, and I think we'll do a double. If I get time, we'll do a double and go straight to Jerez as well. So that's another double episode. We'll see if we can do that. Then we're going into Le Mans, which will be a single. So we'll try and do this as a double, Portimao and Jerez. So we'll leave it there then, guys. So thanks for watching. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel. Give this video a like, and I shall see you in the next one, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.
Let's not waste any more time. The first free practice has already begun, and we're about to see the first riders out on track. The weather forecast for the session is perfect, so riders and teams will be able to concentrate exclusively on fine-tuning their performance.